Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got an ICP video for you guys. I'm going to be covering my price targets for ICP, my profit-taking strategy, and what's going on with it. So I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Okay, so today we're going to be covering ICP. As you guys know, ICP has been pumping recently. I'm going to go over my price targets with it, what's going on in the markets right now, and where I think ICP is headed in this bull run here. Towards the end of the video, I'll show you my actual profit-taking prices for ICP and when I plan to take out profits on it. So let's jump into it here. All right, so currently the market is at 2.7, almost $2.8 trillion. We're climbing back up to that $2.8 trillion mark. Bitcoin hit over $71,000 yesterday. As of this recording, it's right around 70,000. And then if we look at Solana here, it's around $190. And then we go down and ICP is right around that $17.50 mark, maybe $18. Could be higher by the time this video comes out because this is recorded last night. So if that's the case, I apologize for that, but that's regardless of the fact. I'm going to show you what I think is going to happen with ICP in the short term here and my long-term price targets for it. So ICP, you know, almost at $18. If we break through this $18 mark, I think we're going to be headed easily to $20 plus. And once we get over $20, I think all bets are off with ICP on this one. Market cap's at $8.2 billion, and ICP has been doing some fantastic things. Going to show you a little video clip of some things that they're doing recently that makes me extremely bullish on ICP because, as you guys know, artificial intelligence is one of the biggest narratives of this bull run, and ICP has just proved themselves as one of the leading artificial intelligence projects in crypto, period. So we'll jump into this here. So if we look at the chart here, as you can see, we've been hitting this $18 resistance level. This is what we need to break through. If we can break through this, then we're gonna, probably shoot up to over $20. But, on the daily chart, it's looking like this $16.80 some cent here was our resistance earlier, and hopefully we can now make that our support, and maybe we'll consolidate a little bit and then shoot up to the next level, or maybe we'll just take off. But if we go back to the history on this one here, we haven't been in this price range since like back in what, 2020, May of 2022, yeah, is where we were at this level here. And if we get above this, we're talking about probably jumping up to, God knows where from here. But really, once we're up above this $18 level, then I'll feel more confident that we're going to be heading into the $20 level with ICP. And hopefully Bitcoin stays stable here for a little bit so some of these alts can start catching up and we go into a big alt season. So if we go to the alt season index here, as you can see, we're nowhere near an alt season really. We're just kind of in the middle. We're even a little bit towards Bitcoin season. As you guys know, Bitcoin's been the dominator recently. So hopefully we'll break up above this 75 level and get back into a true alt season. If you look at the past bull runs here, we were all the way up into this red here with the alt season. We haven't even touched that yet in this bull run here, and we're still early. So I think we're going to get up in there eventually, and when we do, you're going to see some alts go absolutely crazy when that happens. All right, so I'm going to play a quick clip from the ICP YouTube channel here, Definity. It's going to go over what's going on with this new technology for artificial intelligence that they're doing and why ICP is going to be one of the biggest front runners in this bull run. And I'm glad I picked some of this up back when it was at $4. If you guys were watching my channel last year, you knew about ICP back then, and hopefully you were buying.
Hello, everybody. I am incredibly excited today to give you the first demonstration of quite a sophisticated AI running on blockchain. That blockchain, of course, is the internet computer, the only blockchain in the world today that can run compute at scale. There's a lot of talk about, blockchains for AI, tokens for AI, and things like that. This is the real deal. This is AI running on the blockchain. So today, I'm going to demonstrate image classification, which involves a neural network running inside a smart contract. In fact, that neural network has been compiled to WebAssembly, which is what runs on the internet computer. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. So this web page you see here is being created by Canister Smart Contract with the AI inside. So I'm going to click this logo, and it's going to ask me to select an image file to classify. So the first one's a tiger. Let's see how it does. Now, be warned, this is going to take about 10 seconds. Currently, it's processing about 20 billion WASM instructions to classify the image. But that's going to come down very dramatically in the future. Well, there we go. It's correctly classified this file as depicting a tiger. So let's try another one. This one's a bit more complicated. It's like an espresso cup on a pair of jeans. Let's go. So enhancements in the near future include support for something called simmed instructions, which is going to dramatically speed this up. Okay, this is actually very impressive. It's correctly identified that it's an espresso, that there's a coffee mug, and that it's sitting on a pair of jeans.
So basically, you know, they're actually running this on the blockchain, on the internet computer, and it's got actually like a thought process inside of the internet computer with the artificial intelligence where it's actually examining the photo and it's thinking about, you know, what is this? And it's actually determining it through the artificial intelligence, which is very impressive, and it's actually doing it on chain, which no other project is doing right now. So this is very bullish for ICP. As you guys know, that artificial intelligence is pretty much one of the biggest catalysts for this bull run. So this really puts ICP on the top of the blockchains for narratives for this bull run. So this is extremely bullish for ICP, and it could really do some serious numbers now that they've accomplished this.
Okay, let's try another. Okay, well, it's a Porsche convertible. I probably should have used a Lambo because this is crypto, but let's go anyway. And this is a difficult image to classify because all the the reflections and the trees and things like that. Let's see how it does. Chugga chugga. Okay, it's classified this as a sports car, which is correct. It's said that it's got some wheels, and pretty incredibly, it's identified that this is a convertible. So, where are we going with this? So I'm going to be giving a succession of demos. There'll be accompanying source code on GitHub. And we're going to be showing more and more powerful AIs. We're going to be showing optimizations that enable AIs to run faster. In the future, probably within about 1 or 2 months, the internet computer execution environment that runs smart contracts will move from a 32-bit WASM environment to a 64-bit WASM environment.
So over time, they're going to be able to increase the speed and efficiency of this. Obviously, this is just the first demo and the first example of what the internet computer can do. With more time, they're going to be able to increase this and ramp this up so it can do more complicated processes on the blockchain with ICP. So very exciting times that we're heading in here, and they're just another reason why ICP is going to do fantastic in this bull run. So we're going to jump into my price targets here, my profit taking strategy for ICP. Now, I originally said in my video, last year that I think ICP is probably going to hit $100 this bull run. Very likely. That's still my price target for it. Now, it could do better than that, obviously, but I'm trying to be more conservative and be more realistic because $100 ICP is putting it up there with some of the biggest blockchains in the space. So we'll jump into my price targets here. So I have 1,000 ICP currently, and if I were to basically sell that first 10% around $44, that would get up my more than my initial investment because I bought it at like $4 or less, and that that initial investment at $44 will be taken out, and then from there on I'm riding on all profit with my ICP. I would probably sell the second 20% at around $59, which would get out $11,800. And then another 20% around $74 before it hits that $75 mark. And that'd pull out another $14,800 approximately. And then another 20% around the $89 mark. And then a 20% around the $99 mark before it hits that $100 mark. And then I'd leave a little 10% moon bag in here to see if it got up to like $124 or something like that. And I'd take out my last percentage around there. Now, These are my numbers, guys. You can do whatever you want. I know there's people out there that think ICP is getting up to something absolutely ridiculous like $700 or $1,000. It's probably not going to ever happen, at least not for, you know, a long time, because you're talking like over Ethereum's market cap for it to do that, I believe. The reason it got up to $700 when it first launched is because it was artificially inflated by FTX on their exchange and stuff, and then they intentionally shorted and dumped it to kind of kill ICP. So its all-time high price is not a realistic price for it this bull run, in my opinion, but I could see it doing $100 or so in this bull run. A lot of people think it'll get to $200 or $300. That is a possibility, and you could certainly do whatever you want and maybe leave a moon bag in to see if it gets that high. But me, you know, it's already, you know, with it being down to like $4 this bull run, or I think it was just under $3 at one point. To get it up to like $100, you know, that's over 30x. That's fantastic gains for such a large cap project. And I'm not going to be greedy and try to wait for it to get to $200 to $300, because it might not hit those price targets, and then you didn't take any profits out before then. So I'm going to be conservative. I'm going to take profits out on the way up. If it gets higher than that, great. I don't need like a 50x out of ICP. 20 to 30x for me is absolutely fantastic, and I'll be more than happy with that. But you guys can do what you want with your ICP in your portfolio. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you think your price targets are for ICP in this bull run. This does give me more confidence with this news about it being an artificial intelligence project now, that it could do absolutely fantastic. If it is in the top 3 or top 5 in this bull run, you know, that would push it probably over that $100 mark. So we'll have to see what happens, but I'm really bullish on ICP. I'm glad I invested in it back in $4. I've been patiently holding it and telling you guys, you know, not all of these coins pump at the same time. Sometimes you just got to be patient and wait for things to unfold in the bull run. Coins run at different times. So I'm going to be continually patient with ICP and stick to this profit-taking strategy, but I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below, like I said. But that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. I really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you on the next video.